On the line, I have June Dawg. What up, man?
What's up with it, man? What's up with it, man? Blessings, blessings.
Yeah, appreciate you joining the show, man.
Absolutely, man. You know, I reached out to you, and shit, I like the work you're doing, so I wanted to be a part of it.
Thank you, man. Thank you, and I like your work. Let's go all the way back, man, before we even get to where you are today. Tell everybody where you grew up.
Man, I grew up on 109th between Figueroa and Denver. I grew up at that time growing up. That's when my block was a block you couldn't go down. Every time you look out the window, you seeing somebody getting robbed. I grew up in the era where, you know, it's about 10 people sitting outside on the porch. You got cars pulling up, buying dope. It was like drive-through service. You know, they might flash 10 fingers out the window. That mean they want a dime. If they flip that 10, if they flick it another time, that they want a dub. You know, so it was like drive-through service for the dope. The crack game was high. You know, the dope fiends breaking in your car, stealing your radios at that time was high. You know, so I grew up in that era, man, and it was real tough. So just growing up, watching that, looking out the window, watching that, the gangsters hanging out. But I was always into the music, like the music. Cause you know, that Ice-T, the Colors, all that back then. I just gravitated towards that. I liked hip hop, you know, the breaking, the graffiti on the wall, all that shit. I took to, man. The DJs, I just love how they blend music in, and you know, the love that they get at the parties. And I was one of them dudes that, you know, when they had the house parties heavy back then, every house party I go to, you could find me by the DJ booth. Even though I'm not a DJ, but I'm trying to get the mic so I can rap. Just let me bust a rap. You know what I'm saying? And all that, man. So I grew up in that era, and I'm glad I did. You know.
All right. So 109th and Figueroa. What was your personal upbringing like? Was your mom around? Dad around?
Mom's, pops wasn't not so much. So it was moms. I had a whole bunch of uncles. You know, my uncles was dope dealers and, you know, like fly ass niggas about, you know, they had that money. But like I said, I had so much gang activity right, you know, front and center where I had to take a part of that. I mean, I took a liking to that, you know, but I also, as far as my uncles being my father figures in my life, because real dad wasn't there, just in and out. So, you know, I took a liking to that, having nice shit, you know, trying to make some money. But as soon as my uncles, you know, do their thing, now my homeboys is the bangers, you know, like B Brazy and my boy 8Ball and G-Sex and all them. So I'm on the block with them. But when my uncles come around, I want to be a part of them too, because that fast life, that money, you know, it was really looked upon back then too. But I had an uncle who got killed in 1992 named Dean, rest in peace. He got shot in the head. And then after that, my other uncle Donald, he was the kingpin. He had all the money. He got snitched on by one of his homies from the hood that he put on. He did 27 years. He just got out. Thank God for that. He did his whole 27. That was 94. He just got out like last year. You know, so, but all that time they was gone, I didn't have that no more. So now it's just me to protect myself and defend myself. So therefore, you know, the street became real prevalent in my life. So that was something that I really got into, you know, after a while, getting in the shit. You know, I did my high school thing, played football, junior college. Then I got into, you know, really the street shit, said fuck college, did all that, you know, couple back and forth trips to jail and all that shit. But at the same time, I was into my music. So that really kept me from not being full time into the streets and banging and shit. Cause I got a lot of homeboys that's dead or in jail. So, and I've been shot up too. So, but what pulled me away from being on the block 24/7, like, cause you know, when you on the block 24/7, it's a good chance one of them days you're going to get got out of that 24/7. So it wasn't 24/7 for me. It was, I'm there, but then I had something else to do. You feel me? So, you know, that pulled me away, man. And I'm glad it did. That allows me to still be here to this day telling them stories from back then. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So somebody had to live on. Somebody had to survive to tell these stories from back in the day. And I guess it's me. And I'm going to tell it. You feel me?
glad you're here, and you're telling it through your music too, and through your
Absolutely.
interviews and things like that. So keep it alive, man. Something else, man, that I like to keep alive, and I did a whole hour dedication to him on my show, and his name
Yeah.
comes up, all the time because I want to keep him alive. I personally think he is the greatest blood rapper ever. But you talked about Be Brazy earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Talk to us about Be Brazy and growing up with him. What type of dude was he?
Yeah,
Give us some
yeah.
insight, because man, we
Right.
love Be Brazy on my show.
Right, right. See, the thing was, B Brazy, his mom had used to do Jerry curls and shit on 109th Place in Fig. She had a shop,
Mm.
So she did the Jerry curls for all the homies, but B Brazy was never in the hood like that per se. But he was always at the shop with his mother and all that. And B Brazy used to fuck with Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo
A
grew
rapper?
up on 106. Yeah, on
Oh, okay.
106 Figueroa. She was from the hood too. I don't want to put
Okay.
her business out there. She was from Devon Lanes,
My
back
first
then.
crush. She was my first crush, dog. Real talk.
Oh yeah, for sure. Beautiful lady. So B Brazy was around there. So then he gradually he started coming to 109th, all that. So, but once he came, he was with the shit. So it wasn't no denying that. So now since him being with the shit, he was always rapping too. Always rapping. And with us, my hood is real competitive. We got a whole bunch of dudes that rap.
Yeah.
Shit, not even in the LA, Pasadena. We got a gang of dudes that know how to do this music. So in my section, B Brazy come around late night. We part of that crew that's out there late night serving dope to them cars I was speaking about earlier. And while we out there, 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, we freestyling, we beatboxing, and we battling and shit. And dude was always dope, man. He couldn't deny it. Real talented, left hand dude. Can draw like a mug, man. That dude could have been an artist just on drawing.
Damn.
Every time it comes to writing on the wall, just give him the spray paint. Let him write. He drawing figures and cartoon characters and shit on the wall and dissing people, and he dissing people by drawing figures. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, dude was real talented, man. Like super talented, man. And it's a damn shame what happened, man, because all these rappers reference him. YG, Gang, all them, they know about this dude. I mean, I'm saying they know about him, probably never met him before, but they know about him. And I don't think that he knew that he had a following big as he did back then.
Mm.
And remember, back then, it wasn't no, internet, YouTube, and all that shit. We didn't have that.
Yep.
We was doing this shit off rapping on tapes and, getting the tapes out there. And, the Banging on Wax and all that came about. That spreaded his legacy. But even now, you can do this shit yourself. You feel me? You can put your own music out. You can shoot your own video. So if he would have had that capability now, sky's the limit, man. So yeah, but he deserved all the props he get. Period. Dude, real talented, man. Can't deny it.
Man. Did he used to freestyle back in the day or anything? Because I remember when,
all that, yeah.
Man, when I heard when I heard him on Dom, was it Let's Get High, bitch? Just that opening line was like, damn, who is this voice? That voice was, there was never another voice like it.
He used to, when we freestyle, he always go to this line when he freestyle. He say he met a Martian bitch with 3 titties or some shit. Dude, yeah, but he always go to that line when he freestyle, but his imagination was just out of this world, man. He called himself the Martian, Brazy Mac the Martian, or Brazy the Days,
Yeah.
But that's what we used to do, bro. We go get a 40 ounce, a little $5 bag of weed. We go in the cut, roll that shit up, 2 blunts with the 40, with the music, and we on. Me, him, A-Ball, with that, man, and that's where, we developed our skills from. So,
Damn.
I would, if we could rewind time, I wouldn't change a thing.
I love that, man. Thanks for sharing that story and keeping his name alive, man.